lost that fight. You know, Keith Thurman found a home for that body shot at the end of the night. But Keith Thurman was having a tough time with it. Even with all that power he got.
What ways are you different, more dynamic than Keith Thurman?
Defensively, speed, I'm faster than Keith Thurman. Defensively, I'm better than Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman has a lot of power. He has a lot of boxing ability, but his ability is not like mine. I don't think. Honestly, I don't see it like me. Just elusive, very elusive, hard to hit, hard to find.
Hey Tim, I asked Manny Pacquiao on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard did you punch? And he gave you a 6. I want to ask you the same question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how hard would you say Manny Pacquiao punches?
Probably like an 8. I think the biggest puncher I've been in there with was
Is he more like a 10 or a 9?
Yeah, like more like a 10. Yeah, Buzan Pavannikov for the punch, man. You know, Pacquiao, he can punch. He just has those blows that keep you still. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You're like boom, and you just like for a minute you're like boom. You know what I'm saying? You're there, and then the follow-up punch is the ones that grab. Yeah. So, but Pacquiao's a big puncher. He is. But Ruslan is probably the hardest.
Hey, you heard him with that right hand in the rematch. Do you think you're one of the reasons why he moved down to a smaller weight class? Because Freddie Roach admitted in the post-fight conference you really hurt him, and he said maybe these guys are a little too big. What do you think? You think you're a contribution to that or what?
I'm working. I'm getting better. I think I'm getting better on my power. I think my power showed up in the last couple of fights I've had. I was able to rock Marquez with the left hook. I was able to hurt Manny Pacquiao with the right hand and some body shots as well. He was hurt several times in that fight, by the way. But I think I'm developing better. As a fighter, I think that as we get older, we start maturing, we start seeing different things, and it's probably for me. Just I think technique-wise, that's where I lack. I'm always looking to get out. And instead of planning and sitting, I'm always looking to be defensive. So I think that has a lot to do with the punching power. But I know it's there. Yeah. I know I have it. I just, like I said, I got to land the punch, timing, right stance, the right everything. It just has to be perfect. That's what I'm working for.
You're still on? Have you gone back to the vegan diet?
No, I'm not. I'm not on vegan right now, man. I'm eating meat right now. So everybody's like, man, what are you gonna be? Eating meat, man. And it's been good, man. I've been eating
filet mignons and all that. What?
Man, no, not fillets. I've been eating like a piece of meat every Friday or Saturday. I'll get a little steak in me, but mainly fish. I'm a fish guy. I love fish, man. Fish, chicken. So
you're one of the best fighters in the world. You already fought Pacquiao twice. You fought Marquez. Mm-hmm. You take care of Diego Chaves. Who could be next? Joel told me maybe Cotto. Would you like that, you and Cotto?
Yeah.
Why?
I like that.
Why would it be a good fight?
Because Cotto brings it, man, and I bring it. I think it'll be a great, exciting fight. Styles. It's just the styles make fights, man. And, Cotto brings a certain element to the ring. He's aggressive. He comes to fight. He's a workhorse. And I bring a certain element to the ring as well. I fight. I can fight in spurts. I can brawl. I can box. I just think it's a great mix. And he's not that big. Cotto, I've seen him. He's probably about your size. Big legs. Big body. But he's not like, he doesn't tower over me. So I think that'll be a really comfortable fight for me.
They just announced this fight, Rio Alvarado 3. What do you think?
Great. Oh, it's a tough fight. Tough fight for both guys, man. For a third time, man. They're crazy. Doing it again? Why? Man, what for? Why?
The fans love it. The media love it.
No, we won't see a Provodnikov trilogy.
You ain't gonna see no Provodnikov Bradley 2 or 3. You ain't gonna see that. I mean, why? Why? Dude, come on, man. I know y'all enjoy it, but we don't enjoy getting beat like that, beat up like that, man. Honestly, I mean, no. Good luck to him, man. I don't know. That's a pick'em fight. I think whoever goes out there and play they will, man, is going to be the winner that night.
As a person who faced Manny twice, what did you think of the Algieri fight, Pacquiao-Algieri?
He looks scary, man. Algieri's a clever boxer, man. He can box. He can move. He got good speed, got long reach. And, man, he was able to isolate all of that, man. Isolate all of that. And that just shows you how much experience Manny has, Algieri is a tough guy, man. He's 6 knockdowns, survived, went 12 rounds of Manny. Bro, come on, man. That guy's durable. A lot of heart, he's durable. He can fight anybody. He's a tough cookie, man. But Manny just showed he's superior. He's on another level, and I think Manny gives anybody problems.
Do you think Manny you've seen in a while? Do you think Manny was a better fighter the first or second time around you fought him, Tim?
I think he's still the same. Honestly, I just think that he fights with a little bit more. In the Algieri fight, he wasn't really nervous to get hit with big shots because Algieri's not a big puncher.
Right.
But he's when he gets in there with big punchers, he thinks a little bit more. So in the fight with myself, I felt like he was thinking a little bit more. I'm not known as a big puncher, but I'm a strong guy. So I think he still has all the ability in the world, man. That stamina is great. That power is still there. I mean, the speed is still there, dude. I mean, he can fight anybody and give him problems.
Are you an underrated puncher? Because even though you don't have a lot of knockouts, you seem to generate power from the way you throw the shot.
Listen, man. Look at my resume. Look at all the fighters. I've never fought for a vacant world championship.
Right.
I never was spoon-fed a belt like, oh yeah, fight this guy from this place. Oh, he has a good record, but nobody knows who he is. He hasn't really fought anybody. He just has a built-up record. Oh, go ahead and fight him. It looks good. No, I fought against champions. You know what I'm saying? So when you fight against the best, it's harder to knock those guys out, man. It is. It truly is harder to knock these guys out. Devin Alexander, has he ever been knocked out?
No.
He ain't been knocked out before. I mean, there's a lot of guys out there that are tough, gritty, grimy, man, and that I fought, and they just hard to knock out, man, because they're at the top level.
You're on the pound for pound list,
Yeah.
but do you think that you're still underrated? Maybe the most underrated fighter?
No.
Okay.
No. I think everybody got me right where they want. It don't matter to me, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it don't matter to me. I just want to continue on to fight the best fights out there and just let my resume speak for itself.
Tim, you done fought Marquez. He basically fought Pacquiao 4 times.
Mm-hmm.
Fans seem to be obsessed with him fighting 20 times. Do you feel you deserve a third fight just as much as Marquez deserved a third fight?
Yeah, I mean, dude, I haven't. Whether I deserve a shot or not, if anybody think, I honestly do. I haven't fought this guy healthy yet, man. I haven't, and I think a healthier. If myself was healthy, I think it'd be a different fight. I just think that, dude, Manny is such a. He's so relentless and so tough and so quick, man. It's just like, now that I'm working on the things that I'm lacking, I think I'll have a better shot the third time around. But, being injured in the second round, dude, I mean, it's hard to deal with that, man.
How come whenever people talk about an opponent from Mayweather, with all the top-ranked Golden Boy and all these things going on, how come you're hardly ever mentioned as a possible opponent from Mayweather?
I don't know, man. I have no idea. I don't know. That's not a question for me.
You think Floyd is avoiding you? You think he's looking at your style? And
what would you think about that fight? Would you want to face? How would you match up with him?
I'll fight him. I'll match up great with him. Like I told you, I can fight anybody. I have the ability to be in the ring with anybody, any of the best fighters in the world, man. I've been 24 rounds with Manny Pacquiao, who's one of the best fighters of pound for pound right now. And I think any fighter is definitely a challenge, but fighting against the best is what I want to do. If I have the opportunity, if I don't have the opportunity, it is what it is. Yeah. I'm still gonna be a legend, but I mean that's not a question for me to ask. I'm willing to face anybody.
It seems like other fighters will call out Mayweather, and there's talk, and it doesn't seem like that talk is there.
I don't need to call out anybody. Honestly, I don't.
A Marquez rematch would be a possibility.
That can be a possibility too. So
is Saturday night is it about just getting the victory, or are you looking to look dominant, spectacular performance?
Oh, of course you want to get the fans what the fans want to see. So, I'm gonna mix it up in there, man. But the main focus right now is getting that victory and moving into 2015 and moving forward in my career.
Chaves Rios was pretty dirty, pretty rough. Do you think that was just them two having the style that just created that, or are you expecting that same type of fight?
I think it was those two that just had a style just to create that. Because Rios is really tough on the inside. He's a hard puncher to the body, and don't nobody want to get with those body shots. So it'd be better to hold him.
How do you feel about fighting down the street on the same night as you're fighting? I mean, we've all talked about it. How do you feel about having something like that down the street?
man, I've learned in this game a long time ago, man. I stay in my lane. I don't worry about this guy and what he's doing and how much he's making. I don't worry about this guy and what he's doing. I just focus on me. It's so easy to focus on me. I don't waste energy worrying about anybody else. I know there's a car down the street, but I don't know anything about it. I really don't. I know the main event is Devin and Amir. But the rest, I don't know the rest of the card. I don't know what time they fighting.
What do you think about that fight?
I don't know. I don't know.
Khan, Amir, Alexander, no.
I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know.
Let me ask you this.
It's a good fight.
Okay. Let me ask you, when Miguel Cotto fought Sergio Martinez, a lot of fans took a lot of credit away from Miguel Cotto because they automatically said that Sergio was injured and so on and so forth. Now I want to ask you, now you said you weren't healthy when you fought against Manny Pacquiao, but it seems the fans, they get upset when you even allude to saying you had an injury, but they didn't really mind Sergio Martinez having an injury against Cotto. What do you think about that? You think it's just the love for Manny Pacquiao, been an iconic figure, or what?
It's just the fans being the fans. I can't do nothing about the fans saying what they want to say. It's a free country. They can say whatever they want. It's a public opinion. So, whatever the fans, whether they like me or they don't like me, I still love them. You know what I mean? Because guess what? They're going to watch me. They want to see me lose. So I don't, I really don't, it really don't matter what the fans say to me. As long as they watch me, that's all that matters.
You have some of the fastest hands in boxing. Who's the one opponent that you fought that surprised you with his hand speed?
Dang, I don't know. I fought against some good fighters. Devin was fast. Lamont was quick. Man, who else?
How quick was Pacquiao in comparison to this guy?
Pacquiao's fast.
Yeah.
He's quick, man. His feet, man. He just, the in and out, that's what gets you, man, because you think he's right in front of you. He really, his defense, you think that he's not a really defensive fighter, because he's not slipping and all that stuff, but he's very defensive with his feet.
Yeah.
So he just knows how to get out of the right distance and come right back in, get out the distance, come right back in, get outside. He just knows angles. He's a master at it. So Manny Pacquiao is very fast. He's very fast on his feet and his hands.
Any thoughts on Cotto Canelo if it happens?
Okay.
We gotta go.
Cotto who?
Cotto Canelo if it happens.
Good fight. I don't know. Good fight, man. It's one of those fights. It's a pick'em fight, man.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know anybody. I mean, these are fights that everybody want to see.
Right.
And so these are the 50-50 fights that the fans want to see. The fans are gonna pay attention to this. The fans ain't stupid no more, man. They not dumb. The fans is catching on. That's why you don't see the million hits anymore on the pay-per-view. Until they get what they want. You know what I'm saying? And if that Mayweather Pacquiao fight happen, you're gonna see 3 million fans tune in and see it happen. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the fight that everybody want to see.
Who wins though?
Who? It's a 50-50 fight. 50-50.
So you changing your stance on that because before you said it would be easy. Okay.
50-50.
Gotcha.
50-50. That's a tough fight, man.